All right, boys. So this is the first video back. We took a little bit of a break, and I apologize. I will not be doing that again. I took a little bit of a step back from social media to focus on trading, and it has worked out. And let's go over everything that has happened so far in March and some of the trades I've been taking and this new strategy that I've kind of been implementing. It's not necessarily a new strategy at all. It's basically just an add-on to the old strategy. I just added on a new confluence. It is used as standard deviation. So let's get into this. I want to make sure you guys can see the charts. So first things first, boys. We are at 52,500 on the funded. We are $500 away from getting funded, bro. We are $500 away from getting funded. So this is the closest I've ever been. Obviously, probably the last time I made a YouTube video, I was around, I would say 51,000, 50,900. So it's been some time since I made a YouTube video, and obviously I've been trading well. I haven't had a losing day in. Okay, my dog's like really trying to get like head rubs now. I haven't had a losing day this whole entire March. These are all the trades. This is the full record. I also put this all together. So this is the full P&L, win rate, win loss, and then everything. I haven't taken a paper trade. Let's start going maybe over some trades that I took. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna be real, guys. Like, bro, I think it's happening. I think I'm gonna be able to pass this funded account. There's no way I don't, to be honest. I think this is funded number 3. I'm not sure. I don't know, cause like, dude, I keep getting thrown off which funded I'm on because every single new month I consider that like a new funded. So I don't even know what I'm on anymore. I don't know if I'm on funded number 3 or funded number 4, which one this is. But regardless, I think this is the one that we pass. Anyways, let's go. Let's get into it. So today's first trade that we ended up taking, and I'm gonna start showing you guys that my entries are a little bit different. Now, this first trade that I took here today is something that I would take, that I would have taken possibly a month ago, possibly 2 months ago. This is a type of trade that we have been taking. So this is nothing really to do with the new thing that I've been learning. But regardless, price ended up coming back into this 5-minute fair value gap. The second I saw price do that, I ended up scaling back into the 1 minute. I noticed that on the 1 minute after we did that, we ended up having a pretty strong, like a pretty strong hold down here. So I ended up entering, price ended up moving forward, and I ended up banking on my position. I just targeted this bearish imbalance right here, and it ended up being 40 points. I was in with 2 contracts. I took 1 contract off at $50 profit. I ended up making like 100 on that trade. It is what it is. I'm never gonna complain about making money on a trade. So the second trade right here, now this is to do with my new strategy. So I want to talk about this and listen deeply. Well, not necessarily listen deeply because I really can't explain the whole thing with like just one video. But necessarily what ended up happening here is we ended up having a high. We ended up having a higher high. So technically, price ended up sweeping internal highs. After price ended up doing that, I then noticed that this candle that ended up sweeping, the next candle never closed 50% above it. So based off that, I entered at standard deviation. So realistically, I mean, technically standard deviation is from this candle right here. I ended up actually playing this one out. So I entered based off this. Price ended up closing below, and then price ended up continuing. I ended up getting broke even on this. So I didn't really make any money on this. I'm not going to lie. I think I made like $3 off this. And then let's go into this other trade because this trade down here is a little bit better. And low key, this was the rush. This was the start of the macro. So I forced some bullshit. I'm not going to lie. But this next trade down here, price ended up sweeping out this internal low. After price ended up sweeping out that internal low, we then also had price end up creating a low down here, which then price ended up making a move up, which I marked out standard deviation from this bottom wick to this top wick based off this candle. Once price ended up, see, this kind of got a little bit disrespected since price ended up closing below the 50% mark. But if you actually take a look at the standard deviation off, not that candle, whoops, I'm messing this up. Off of this candle, I don't think it actually closed below it. It actually did, damn. Alright, so this one technically got invalidated, but I took this trade anyway. Super tight stop loss. Like, once again, my stop loss is like 5, 8 points here. I didn't care. This ended up playing out. I ended up hitting 1-7 on this. So yeah, I exited I took one contract off at 1-7, and then this actually would have. Ooh, it would have ever hit full TP? No, it wouldn't. Never would have hit full TP. But it is what it is. Still a really good trade. My original full TP was right here, and I low-key adjusted it. I got a little bit greedy, so I got to stop doing that. That's another thing that I got to work on. My voice is a little bit out, so I do apologize, boys, if you guys don't really understand what I'm saying all clearly, but I hope you guys do. It's been a great month, bro. There's nothing else I could really say. I mean, I've been learning this new strategy. We've been going week by week. We're growing, boys. I will share everything I will learn to you guys. This channel is going to be the next up day trading channel. We are moving to Florida in less than 40 days now. I officially moved to Florida in 39 days. So once I do that, I'm going to be able to pump out a lot more content. And then once again, I am not going to lie, I did take a little bit of a step away from social media to focus on trading after the month of February. And I was realizing that you guys really only like watching my videos if I'm trading good. Once I start losing, you guys don't watch my videos, and it added on to the stress factor. And I took it away for a little bit, and I think I'm pretty comfortable now how I'm trading. I do want to pass this funded account, so maybe the next update will be with that. But I'll see you boys, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna stay grinding. Price action is getting a lot better, boys. So just keep doing what you've been doing, boys, and we're all gonna make it. All right. See ya, boys.